we will review Gatewood Wealth Solutions' belief in the importance of cash when approaching retirement. At Gatewood Wealth Solutions, we consider the early years for retirement as the red zone. They are crucial in determining the outcome of retirement. This is often illustrated through sequence of return risk. Let's look at an example. In both tables, we start with $2 million and we take $140,000 at the beginning of each year. We are using real returns between 1970 to 1987 for the S&P 500. The only difference is we reverse the order of returns. If you did not take any money out, the return would be the same for either situation. It would be called the holding period return. However, needing to take money out makes for dramatically different results in the internal rate of return. This is probably a better visual. When returns are negative in the early years of retirement, pulling money out significantly reduces capital. You need to sell more shares to generate the same amount of cash. Unfortunately, we cannot control the sequence of returns. One strategy would be to simply not take any money out of your investment account in negative years. This will certainly improve the situation. You took less money out for one. However, where did you get the money? You still need to fund your lifestyle. Unlike the Federal Reserve, individuals are not able to print money up when they need it. So where did you get the money to avoid the negative years? A cash account would be needed. We recommend clients keep 2 years of cash in their Hub account as a source of funds. In this scenario, we take money out at the beginning of the year and spend it. So we need that first $140,000 and 2 years of reserves, $280,000 or $320,000 of additional funds. However, this means we have $320,000 of additional investable funds. What would happen if we just put it all in the market as a fair comparison? The additional funds technically are not touched, so they get a compound rate of return of 15.17%, that holding period rate of return. Now, this is a big jump in the ending account value of an additional $1.3 million versus the original $2 million account, and simply taking cash out when needed. This is a great result. Not as good as not taking any money out of the account, but that was not realistic. Let's review the use of a Casho. This is a very busy slide, so let's go over the basics of what is happening. We start with the same $2,320,000 and only take $140,000 out at the beginning of each year. After negative years, we pull from the cash hub. When the market recovers, then we will fill the cash hub. What we never do is reinvest the cash from the cash hub. We are not timing the market. This simply follows two rules. We pull from the cash hub after negative years and fill the cash hub as the market recovers. There is always a cash drag. Also, we do not assume any interest earned on the cash hub, so there is no additional earnings but what is available in the market. Now let's look at a visual comparison. This is certainly not as good as the unrealistic option of never spending in down years, and we can't control the sequence of returns, so we can't reverse them. But it does do better than investing everything in the market. Remember, the excess $320,000 invested received a 15.17% compounded rate of return, and the cash is not earning any interest. This is just risk management. But there was an improvement on the results. How much? Well, when we look at the beginning values, distributions, and ending values, we have an increase in that internal rate of return of about 20 basis points. Where did the extra return come from? Let's review a concept called dollar cost averaging to answer that question. In this scenario, we are going to assume we have $100 to invest every month for 5 months. So $500 total to invest. We are going to buy a stock that starts out at $10 per share and moves from $5 to $20 and ends at the same value, $10. We could buy everything on the first day. $500 at $10 per share would be 50 shares. We're happy at $20, sad at $5, and made no gain at the end of the period. Instead, what if we buy $100 each month? We get 10 shares for the first month. The next month, our $100 buys 20 shares. We are excited and feel smart the next month when the stock hits $20 and we just purchased 20 additional shares. But our strategy tempers our enthusiasm and we only purchase 5 additional shares. Next month, we feel the pain of the drop, but increase the share purchase to $20 shares again. We end up at the same price we started at, $10. But instead of 50 shares, we have 65 shares. There's a gain of $150 versus just buying everything at the beginning. We bought more shares below $10 and above. It lowered our average strike price and we made a profit by buying more at lower prices and less at higher prices.